Hey there! Welcome to the Flute 360 podcast. I'm Dr. Heidi K. Begay, and I'm a flutist, educator, coach, and podcaster. My God-given mission is to serve you. I am passionate about guiding you, the modern-day flutist, to discover your unique voice on and off the stage. The goal of this podcast is to help you thrive, both as an artist and as a musicpreneur. Go ahead and grab your espresso, your favorite notepad, and let's get to it. Today's episode is episode 324, and it's titled, Market Your Magic, Sharing Your Creative Work with Confidence. Do job applications and interviews leave you feeling overwhelmed or second-guessing yourself? You're not the only one. A flutist from Colorado recently came to me for help. He needed support polishing his CV and preparing for an important job interview. Through just a couple of personalized coaching sessions, including a powerful mock interview, he experienced major mindset shifts that changed everything. He uncovered blind spots, clarified his messaging, and walked away with a renewed sense of confidence and purpose. When he stepped into that real interview, he didn't just show up, he owned the room. If you're ready to approach your next opportunity with clarity, confidence, and strategy, I'm here to help. The discounted coaching bundle is available through April 30th, and your calls can be scheduled when it works best for you. Let's make sure you're ready to shine. Hey 360er, welcome back to another episode of Flute 360. Today, we're diving into a topic that's near and dear to my heart, not just because I live and breathe it every day, but because I see so many of you, these amazing flutists out there, wrestling with this topic, and that's marketing. We're talking about marketing because it's important for your artistic world to thrive, but not in the stale, stiff, corporate sense of the word. I want to redefine it for you as a soulful, joyful invitation to connect with your people and community. Let me explain what I mean. Now, you've created something beautiful. Maybe it's a flute method book, a new arrangement, a podcast, or even an online course for your private studio. You've put in the long hours, maybe stayed up late editing, designing, or recording. You've poured your heart and soul into this project, and now it's time to share it with the world. And that, my friend, is what we call marketing. But here's the twist. It doesn't have to feel awkward, pushy, or inauthentic. In fact, when done right, marketing becomes an extension of your creativity. Now, I've worked with hundreds of flutists through Flute 360, other creatives through Red House Productions, private coaching, the Pivoting Musician, the Ultimate Music Business Summit, and so much more. And here's what I consistently see. Many of you are amazing coaches, mentors, and educators. You create transformational experiences for your students all the time. You're constantly innovating, coming up with perhaps new warm-ups, lesson plans, and creative ideas to help your students thrive. But when it comes time to share your own work, whether that's a curriculum, a workshop series, or a passion project, something happens. You hesitate. You freeze up. And suddenly, all that natural confidence you have in the teaching studio vanishes. Poof, au revoir, sayonara, adios, bye-bye. If that's you, you're not alone. Trusting me. So many of us never learned how to market ourselves. It wasn't taught in our conservatories. No one walked us through how to write sales copy, how to show up on social media, or how to talk about our work without feeling weird about it. And that's okay. It's still crazy today to hear myself claim that title and that role of marketer. But I am a marketer. I am a marketing person for my different businesses. And owning that role and honing that craft, it's a skill. And you can learn this skill. Honestly, of all the lessons I've picked up as an entrepreneur these past 7 years, oh my goodness, the most valuable one has been learning how to market and sell from a place of service. When you shift your mindset from selling to serving and to inviting, everything changes. Whether you want to turn your project into a full-time gig or just share your side hustle with your friends, community, and the world, this mindset makes all the difference. Even if you plan to outsource your marketing one day, and I know some of you will, and that's a-okay, understanding the basics of marketing is extremely essential. I always tell my sister company, Red House Productions clients, this nugget. You can't delegate what you don't understand. You want to be an active part of the vision, the branding, the messaging, even if someone else is helping you execute it. So where do you start? I would definitely start by seeking out mentors and educators who speak the marketing language. I've learned so much from people like Jenna Kutcher, Amy Porterfield, and Russell Brunson. Their content helped me understand the nuts and bolts of online marketing, things like email funnels, customer journeys, and value-driven messaging. So, if you're a reader, I would definitely look into these top 3 books all about marketing. Here we go. Book number 1 is This is Marketing by Seth Godin. This is a powerful, heart-centered guide that reframes marketing as the act of serving others and making meaningful change in the world. Book title number 2 is Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. This book teaches you how to clarify your message using the power of story, which we are all really good at because we are musicians. So your audience immediately understands the value you bring. And book title number 3 is Marketing Made Simple by Donald Miller and Dr. J.J. Peterson. This is a practical step-by-step manual that walks you through how to build a simple sales funnel that actually works. And if you're more of a podcast listener, because I know you are, you're here, check out marketing podcast shows that teach practical step-by-step strategies like Amy Porterfield and Jasmine Star. But even with all of those resources, the hardest part can still be pressing publish. So let's talk about the fear that creeps in when it's time to actually share your work. This is one of the biggest mindset blocks I see in my clients. You worry what people will think. You wonder, will anyone care? Or who am I to put this out there? And those thoughts are real. I've been there too. But here's the truth. When you keep your work hidden because you're afraid of rejection, you're saying no to yourself before anyone else has the chance to say yes. Let your audience decide, not you. I would rather personally get 100 or 1,000 no's than live with the regret of never trying. And trust me, I've been told no many, many, many times. When I pitched sponsorships for the Flute 360 podcast, I got rejection after rejection after rejection before finally securing the partners that were the right fit for me, you, the listener, my friend, and the show. But I showed up. I swung the bat, and that's what matters. Eric needs to, and has to lovingly, remind me to keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging. Anytime I want to put down my bat, he says, okay, you can rest for a bit, but you know I'm going to lovingly encourage you to pick it back up and keep swinging some more, keep swinging some more. And I know he's right. In the moment though, sometimes I want to wring his neck because I'm tired and I'm fed up. But when he comes alongside me and says, you've got this, keep going. That's all the boost I need sometimes to pick up the bat again and give it another swing. That's another nugget for today too. Get a support system. If you need a mentor, a coach, a friend, a loved one to remind you day in and day out, week after week, to keep swinging your bat, go for it. Put a network, put a system and a support system around you where you're going to feel loved, seen, and supported through and through your creative endeavors. And this includes marketing, inviting people to notice your work, show up, and experience what you have produced with so much love, care, and expertise. Now, let's reframe how we think about marketing altogether. Marketing is not about being salesy. It's about inviting people into your world. It's about showing them how your product or service or offering can improve their life, solve a problem, or spark joy. When you come from a place of service and clarity, your energy shifts. Think of it like this. You're not selling a course. You're offering a transformation. You're not just promoting a recital. You're creating an experience. When you see marketing this way, it becomes exciting and invigorating. And you don't have to be everywhere to make it work. One of the most helpful things you can do is focus on the platforms that feel natural to you. For me, that's podcasting. I love using my voice to connect, teach, and encourage you, my Flute 360 friend. But for you, it might be Instagram Reels, email newsletters, or blog posts. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. Pick one or two platforms that you enjoy and that your audience is already hanging out on. And show up consistently. Not perfectly, but consistently. Now, here's something else I want you to know. It's okay to experiment. Try different formats. Test different calls to action. Explore new tools. This is something I teach in my corporate sponsorship course over at Red House Productions, my sister company. You don't get clarity by sitting still. You get clarity by action and by doing. There is power in the doing. I've seen my clients shift from terrified to confident just by sending their first pitch email, posting their first sales page, or recording their first live. Like one of my recent coaching clients, a flutist from Colorado, who came to me needing help with his CV, job application, and a mock interview. He had the credentials. He had the talent. But what he didn't have was clarity on how to talk about himself and his strengths to the committee. After we worked together, he walked away with a renewed sense of purpose, and most importantly, confidence. He even told me later that our session gave him powerful paradigm shifts that changed how he approached the entire interview process. And spoiler alert, he crushed it. So marketing isn't just in the entrepreneurial world, it's in academia too. You need to be able to articulate your strengths, articulate maybe how you are the best teacher for the job, the best performer for the gig. In academia, you need to know how to package yourself in this beautifully wrapped package as a bundle and present it to the committee at hand. Be able to tell them from top to bottom what makes you great and perfect for the job. What are your credentials? Are you able to, air quote, sell yourself to these people and express and articulate the awesomeness that you bring to said position? That's the power of showing up, even when it's scary. So if this episode is tugging on your heartstrings today, I want to leave you with this. You were given this idea, this vision, this creative spark for a reason. Don't keep it hidden. Market your magic. Let your work be seen. Let your light shine. Because chances are, somewhere out there, someone needs what you've created. And they'll only find it if you're brave enough to share it. I'm cheering for you. Thank you so much for tuning into the Flute 360 podcast. Please subscribe, rate, and review through your favorite podcast app, such as Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, among others. Thanks.
Let's talk about Flute.